Hello, and welcome to Quarantine Kitchen. You might be wondering why I'm dressed like a fancy witch, and it's because we are making a special concoction today. We will be learning how to make quarantinis. Now, I have seen a lot of recipes online of how to make the perfect quarantini, but I think that most of those recipes are a little askew, so I will be setting the record straight today. But first things first, safety. You should get your hands on a pair of sterile latex gloves, which I am out of. And that is why I'm wearing these Halloween gloves, because it's all I had in the house. And that is actually a big theme of our drink today, is using whatever you have laying around in your kitchen, because all of you crazy shoppers out there have just been buying up everything in the store, so us normal shoppers can't get our hands on the things that we need to make what we would like to eat and drink. So that's why if you don't have any of the ingredients I list for this drink, just use the next best thing. Alright, so let's get started. Now, the first ingredient for this drink, the most important ingredient for any adult beverage, is alcohol. So this vodka is just gonna kill all of those nasty little germs in our bodies, okay? So 1 part vodka, which I've already measured out, just straight into the glass. But if you'd like to make this a virgin drink for any kiddos out there, I would suggest substituting with mouthwash. Yeah, I think that mouthwash is just a, acceptable amount of alcohol for anyone to consume. You've heard that, right? I think so. Part 2 of the drink, fun stuff, kombucha. That's just, like a healthy, energizing drink for the body, right? So 2 parts kombucha. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I did want to use Pedialyte or Gatorade for this part of the drink, but that brings me back to my point about all of you apocalypse shoppers out there who've just been buying up all the fun stuff on the shelves so that I can't buy any of it. So there was no Pedialyte, no Gatorade out there for me to buy. So this is the part of the recipe for you to really just go crazy with. So anything that you think is just like a healthy thing for your body, just put that right in part 2. So if that for you was V8 or orange juice or whatever, that's what goes here. Okay, part 3 is 1 part Dayquil. So that's what we're gonna put in here. Now, honestly, I did want to use NyQuil for this part of the recipe, but it does seem that my stores are running thin, so Dayquil it is. If you don't have either of those things, maybe some Pepto-Bismol or whatever you've got. Ooh, look at that thick, syrupy syrup right in there. It's gonna be a good time. It is sparkling a little bit, you guys. I think that's the kombucha. Now it's the really fun part, the garnishes. Now, a normal martini would maybe have some like olives thrown in there at this point, but we can do better than that, can't we? Now, what I've got in store for you is some Tums, some antacids. We're just gonna pop 2 or 3 of those in there. Look at them, sinking straight down to the bottom like rocks. That's a good time. And if you liked that, you're really gonna like this. So I just want you to find the sexiest, fluffiest, like a cloud, little wad of toilet paper that you can find. And we're just gonna pop that little toilet paper garnish right in there. Now, see, this is 1 ply, but if you can find 2 ply, I think you should, because you deserve it. Now look at that. It's a symbol of hope right there. Look at that great white hope. Look at it. And now we need a swizzle stick to pull this all together. For our purposes, a thermometer. And now this is a dual purpose right here, because when we're done with our drink, you're going to want to use this thermometer, make sure this drink did its job. Stir it all up. Make sure that syrup is really sunken in. Alright, now we're not actually ready to drink this drink just yet. because we have one more ingredient, and it's actually the most important and most personal ingredient of all. What I want you to do is I want you to add the tiniest, most perfect amount of panic to this drink. Now, what does that mean? What does panic mean to you in this time of quarantine? To me, panic is just a silent scream straight into the glass, but to you, maybe panic is a single tear straight down, or maybe it's something you've been yelling around the house, like, "No, Dad, I still don't want to watch MASH with you." Something like that. So whatever it is, I want you to say or do that right now, just right into your Quarantini, okay? Just do it. Go now. Okay. Now we're finally ready to consume our efforts. You know, I think you might actually need this. I'm just gonna put it to the side. And cheers. That was good.